Welcome to the 20-Minute Trader video course. My name is Jeremy Russell, and I'm going to walk you through this entire process. So many people have asked me to teach them what I did to spend only minutes a day and make 3 to 10% profit on my investment every day. I started with $1,200 in mid-January, and in only 1 month I had $4,000. Since then, I've taken it up to above $25,000 profit, and probably by the time you see this video, it will be double that. Many of my students have similar returns. I tell them I discovered a repeating pattern that is predictable. I play the pattern. I do not possess a PhD on the stock market, and if that's what you want, this course is not for you. There are thousands of words and symbols that you can learn in order to master this subject. Our course will teach you a dozen or two of these because that's all you need to know to master this technique. There are also tens of thousands of techniques out there. This is one exact hack, technique, that takes only minutes per day to give you a chance to beat the odds in the stock market, which sadly are not in your favor. There's also a money-back guarantee, so you can test it out and not worry about if you don't like it or not. My only goal in this instruction is to help. This course will teach you an overview of the stock market, the real definition of options, the exact things to look at and buttons one pushes and when in order to learn what I was doing with this technique, and that is all. If you or your friends have lost money on the stock market, they are not alone. First of all, they probably won't admit it because it is embarrassing. We seem to hear so many people that are doing great, making all sorts of money. Percentage-wise, it's not actually the case. The truth is that 90% of investors lose money in stocks. 90%. The 10% that make money are the career investors who either have as much knowledge about the stock market as a doctor has about doctoring, or they get very conservative returns, or they are the less than 1% of simply lucky people. This course does not expect you to spend an enormous amount of time analyzing abstract things or to become a wizard of complex formulas. In fact, we don't recommend anything to you in the way of investments. We simply teach you exactly what I did and even train you on it, and it's up to you to decide if you would like to trade. If you need advice, the only legal advisors that exist are those who possess licenses. It is, however, perfectly legal for me or anyone to teach you what they were doing or what I was doing, as long as it is understood that any decisions you make about investments are self-determined or through a legitimate financial advisor. That said, let's get started. So this morning I did a screen capture of a live trade on my laptop and on my cell phone. You can check it out. I'm using the 20-Minute Trader system to find a predictable pattern and use it to buy an option and sell it seconds or minutes later and making a nice little profit. Check it out. You will see the entire thing happen right now, right before your eyes. What we're about to do is spot a pattern that we can predict using this index, this red line, as our indicator for when to buy. There's going to be an indicator that tells us it's time to buy. I'm actually using a very small amount of money for this. So first of all, we're looking for some sort of mutual drop between the Dow and the stock. Then we're looking for an indicator from the Dow. So we have a little mutual drop here. Then we're looking for the Dow to give us a signal that the stock is about to jump up. So the mutual downtrend seems to be continuing here. That's totally fine. We're simply looking for a predictive trigger signal from the Dow telling us that the stock is about to jump up. This is a good sign. As they continue to drop together, the more likely this signal is going to happen and give us what we want. Now, I have a call option set to purchase as soon as I see the buy signal. And there it is. So I just bought it. And now I'm going to look at my positions. And you can see that I bought it for 1.26. It's currently worth 1.23, but watch as this blue line goes up. and watch as the value goes up. Okay, I was able to predict that. Even though it's only a small jump, look, it's already a 15% increase in value. So I'm going to close this out. And I'm done. Now, I want you to notice what just happened. I bought it for $129, sold it for $150. That is a $21 increase. So if you were to say 21 divided by 129, you have a 16.3% increase in value. Now, if I had bought, let's say, 10 contracts rather than just one small one, that would have been $200, and those 10 contracts would have costed $1,290, and I would have made $210 in that short period of time. So that's what I'm talking about on predictable patterns. So I was able to see a mutual downtrend and then see this little predictive pop-up here. That tends to trigger this rally in the stock, and that's what we're looking for. So you just saw that all live. You can see the time here. This is the actual time, and this was the real deal. So this is what I'm talking about on predictable patterns. I hope you can find one yourself and capitalize on it just as I have.